Not
Let me get my Karima teacup.
Okay.
Karima got some. She should
No, this is just regular tea with my name on it.
Let me see a little bit of it. What you sipping on? A little bit of, what's that, piss? I'm just like, Karima, I miss you.
No, you don't.
We used to talk every week for like
I used to be on here on the regular, and then y'all niggas just was like,
well, no.
Like, well, damn.
And then the producer decided he didn't miss you as much.
Well, that's not
I think Dex had something to do with it too, low key.
Well, I could definitely
seriously, because I had said, I had put underneath a post like, you guys should have me back on the show, and then Dex said some smart shit, and I was like, shit.
Excuse me.
What you think,
really?
Dex?
I was like joking, because we always talk about how you. We always said that you were one of our top 5 guests, like definitely, like probably like top 3.
Definitely like top 1. No.
but we always say that though. Like you're like great on here.
Well, Karima, if it was completely up to me, I would have you on every week because we had a great, you know what I'm saying? It was me and you. You know what I'm saying?
It was just me and you.
Before everybody else. Like,
everybody else.
Before all the noise came in, it was just me. And then you got busy and you wanted to act like, yeah, I'm going.
The lies we tell. That's not what happened.
And you started going to Macy's and putting me off, saying, I can't do the show this week because, I got to do this thing at Macy's. I got to go down to Fashion Week in New York or whatever and talk to
that is
Anna
such bull.
And AOT and all these other people who did. You know what? We're going to get into Dan Met Gala because I'm sure you were there. June Ambrose and everybody else.
I actually saw, I was like, should I wear something that's like wearable art in honor? But then I was like, no.
All right. We live? Okay.
We are.
Special guest, Karima Renee, one of our favorite people, one of the most esteemed fashion bloggers in the world. She also is excellent at making sure that your tatas sit up right. You can check her out all across the interwebs with the @PhillyBraLady handle. I'm sure. Is that across platforms now?
Yep. Right. The Philly Bra Lady, THE.
Oh, sorry, because know it.
There's no one else. No.
Tonight we're going to be talking about the Met Gala, Ja Rule, so random, President Obama, and Katy Perry. Thanks for joining us. This is another edition of Bro Talk Live. My name is Jay Urban. I just introduced Karima. Let's kick it over to the rest of the cast, the usuals. My main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dex, the one here, reporting live for duty. Excited to be here.
Karima, would you really want to be on a show every week called Bro Talk? Like, doesn't that really? Okay, moving on.
No, I would, because I think first of all, I love all of my male friends, first and foremost, and the conversations that we have. And I think that it adds a different perspective, but I can understand why other men wouldn't want me.
Yeah, right. Nobody intimidated by you, girl. Whatever. Ty, what up?
I'm here. I'm well. I'm ready.
You are actually really intimidating, Karima. I will say that.
I've been told that my whole life, and that's probably why I'm still single. But it's nothing that I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do about that. So.
It's not you. It's us. Don't worry about it. It's men. Bill, how are you?
I'm alive. I'm in the land of the living. So I guess I'm all right.
If you guys, it's your first time ever watching the show and Karima's on it. Me and Karima did a show called The Fashion Fix on radio back in between 2010 and 2013, I think it was, something like that. And we did it for a long time, and she was actually one of my very best friends on radio and entertainment and gave me a lot of advice and stuff like that. And we have her on occasionally, especially during the fashion topics, to talk and give her expertise in those areas. And she's also a relationship and sex guru. And she's currently on the set of Love and Hip Hop New York. So shout out to her. Doing it big. How have you been? Tell us a little bit about what's been going
on. Just working as always, building a business is not easy. Every day it's something else. But I mean, my life pretty much revolves around boobs and bras for the most part. I no longer, as of this year, I don't do blogging anymore, and I also no longer do personal styling. So it's boobs or nothing.
Okay. But you still have expertise in all those other
That's
things.
like a campaign. Like you could do that.
Come on, Hillary.
Yeah, I do still do those things. Like I have something coming up with one of the council women here in Philly, one of the city council women, and she wants me to do a whole series on stuff like that. And like I'm a brand ambassador for Career Wardrobe and Dress for Success. So I still do stuff like that. You just can't actually pay me to do it personally.
Okay. Amen. All right. And they can check you out, like I said, on all the platforms. The Philly Bra Lady. If you have any questions and if you need any help, ladies, make sure that your tatas look right because it's getting hot outside and you don't want to have sloppy boobs in the heat.
Well, not only that, but like I know people who have worked with her personally and they swear by her. They always say like they were wearing the wrong type of bra. And I think like we've heard this before. We've heard like different, like I've heard like different news stations do like stories on women wearing the wrong type of bra. So go to a store and get fitted, but it goes away and she's consistent. And I think that's great and needed in like the world.
Well, thank you, Dex.
No problem.
Well, you ain't thanking me. I gave you like the best introduction ever.
Yeah, but yours was like generic. Mine was like real.
Oh.
Okay.
Like I know people who worked with her and they say this stuff. So I'm a man on the street, you know?
Have you tried some of them out, Dex? Just go stone face me. That's how you gonna do it? Didn't even hear it.
I mean, I just didn't understand the question.
We're gonna start the show off this week with Just a Time. And yeah, I know. Look, I wanted to get it out the way because you guys hate the segment so much. So I figured that just to get everything rolling and just get out the way
to help us out. It's on first.
Yeah. You think because we hate this segment, you should do it first?
Right, like that.
Don't get rid of it. Just do it first.
Interesting.
It actually makes sense because in photo shoots they say do your least strongest outfit first.
Oh my God, that you won't do.
Any.
I mean, but if the quorum hates it so much, they just get rid of the outfit.
That's
the outfit's still here.
That's true too. That's true.
I mean, I can move it to the end. I mean, either way, we're doing it. I mean, you might as well just get it out what you took out the end.
Jason, what you're doing to us is against our will, and no means no. I don't know if you're aware.
Welcome to America.
All right, we're gonna be talking about the Met Gallery.
Literally,
you like how I did that there? Isn't that cute? Met Gallery.
I like that
because Rihanna owns the Met. I don't like that little smirky there, Karina. Oh, she's so unimpressed. I thought it was creative. Because we're gonna have a little gallery of the Met Gala attendees. Now, if you didn't hear about the Metropolitan Museum of Art's annual fashion show they have each year, it took place yesterday in New York, hosted by Anna Wintour, Katy Perry.
I don't want you. You will not try Anna like that. Don't ever. You know better.
Anna Wintour, Katy Perry, Pharrell. They were all, I guess, co-chairs of this year's Met Parade or whatever this thing is. Basically, it's a party where people dress up and wear wearable art. And not supposed to be the basic dresses that you see here, but I will give Serena a pass because she's pregnant.
No.
Kim, okay. And Carrie, good for her. But for this week's edition, we're going to be judging these, and here you all are on your on your panels in your places. We have Karima there on. Huh?
Never mind. Just keep going.
What did you say?
I said, did you make Dex a woman? Am I a woman? Like, are these women in the middle?
Well, Ty, you're next to Dex and Karima, and then Dex is with his hands up, and Bill's over there in the suit on the end. So.
Oh, I am cute.
Ain't you? But yeah, so I want to grade or a rating. Dex, what's wrong? You don't like your? I figure since you're animated, you would be the one with your hands up.
You be one that's a white woman.
White woman.
Okay. Who is that in real life?
Williams in a suit, and
That's Julianne Hough.
Dex is a white woman, and
so this is Dance with the Stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unofficially. So yeah, give me on a scale of 1 to 10. This is what we want. You just want to judge them. Go through it. Karima, you first. We're gonna start by judging Mr. Donald Glover, who showed up in this nice little jacket, floral looks like jacket with a little design pattern on there. What would you give it? Scale of 1 to 10.
I give him a 7.
You don't like it?
I mean, I always think that men do good when they add something with their jacket, but I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's okay. I mean, I feel like it could have been better, especially because it's the Met Gala. If it was like the Grammys or something like that, okay. But I mean, I just, it's just a 7. It's okay.
It's okay. Who we got? Dex, you next? Oh no, sorry, Ty's next. Which grade are you giving it, Ty?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like it.
A 4? Give me a number, 1 through 10.
5.
Okay. Dex?
I will go with a 5 as well. I do like it, and like Karima said, maybe at a different event, but it doesn't like stand out to me, and I feel like I've seen it before.
I think it reminds me of that jacket, like on the Fresh Prince, Will like flipped his jacket.
When he turned it inside out. Yeah,
that's what that reminds me of, and that's why I don't like it.
All right, Bill, what you want to give it?
I'll give it like an 8. Because the theme was the Comme des Garçons. And so this, I mean, it's not completely Comme des Garçons, but like the color scheme is there.
All right.
Color scheme with that white woman he got on his arm?
I'm not even looking at that white woman.
Next up, the Migos. All 3 of them showed up on the red carpet. Offset has a nice little Minnie Mouse ears, it looks like. Quavo and what's the other one's name? Takeoff are also there on the red carpet. Takeoff is on the left, Quavo's in the middle, and Offset, I believe, is on the right.
Oh, Jesus.
Which grade are you giving these guys for their chic Black James Bond inspired looks? Kareem's gonna give it a 0, I know.
I'm giving it a 0 for sure.
I'm not giving it a 0. But first of all, I think they look like 3 blind mice. That's first and foremost. I just think again, this isn't doing anything to me. I mean, basically they have on black tuxes that are rented because of their shoe choice. They have on some stupid glasses. I mean, the glasses aren't even decent. And then they just have on a bunch of jewelry. So to me, it's like, it's no creativity here. I don't really understand why they were invited. Yes, they have a hit song, but they're nobody in fashion.
Don't do just a hit song. They have several hit songs. They have
What's their hit song? Can you remind me?
I don't consider myself a millennial, even though I am. I don't listen to Migos. So I'm sorry. They have several. But to me, not enough credibility to be at Met Gala. Like,
I'm with you. I personally thought Migos was one person.
The second what she just said, not only are they there looking like that, but Takeoff, I think his name is, brought his girlfriend, who happens to be Cardi B, who shouldn't be nowhere near anybody's Met Gala. If Cardi B's at the Met Gala, we need to be at the Met Gala.
Clearly.
Would you give it a Dex?
I'll give him a 2.
Damn. Bill giving it a 0. Ty, you giving it a what?
I think I'll give him a solid 1. I think that's
a solid 1.
The only reason I said 2 is because they snazzed up the suits a little bit with that over-the-top jewelry.
No, I'm giving it a 0 because that jewelry is the same pieces of jewelry they wear everywhere.
James Smith showed up with his old dreads in his hand. I guess that's who he decided to take on a date to the Met Gala.
What's going on with his mouth?
He has a grill. Looks like.
Okay.
Rob the jewelry store told him, make me a grill. Yeah. So what are we giving this?
I'm not a fan of this.
I am actually a fan of Jaden Smith's.
You're coming in with dirt in your hand.
Here's what though. Like, I would have preferred for him to take them dreads and not put them in his hand. I know he got a little Chanel clutch somewhere running around that stage. He should have threw them daggone dreads and his little Chanel clutch and threw that over the shoulder with the little chain and went on. I'm not here for them locks in his hand. But I really, really like this outfit. Like I like it. I like the trench coat. I like that.
Is that like a Kareem? Is that like a 6-inch boot down there that he's stepping in?
It's not quite 6. I think it might be 3, but I don't understand this at all. He looks like a mix between the dude from Mary Poppins. What's his name? Robert something, or Bert, as he went in Mary Poppins, and dude from Matrix. Like, he looks. I hate it. Honestly, like it. I'm going to give this a 2.
Okay, damn.
I hate it.
Fashionista Jaden Smith getting it too. Dex, would you wear this?
Dex Real alone kills it for me. Like I understand that he's, a cross between Jaden and Willow. Amazing how they're both not at the same place at the same time. Again, like I know this is 2 people at the same time, but like
shut up.
I'm gonna give him a 2 because that grill kills it.
So he looks like somebody out of Suicide Squad. Like I think it's
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I like Suicide Squad. It was a pretty good movie.
I didn't see it.
You passed. What's the name? Rami Malek. He is from the show on USA called, what's the name of that show, Dex?
I don't know who that is.
Do we know who this is?
Yeah, he's on that show about the hackers.
His jaw is crazy though. Like, who is this?
Woo!
He looks like his face is like Stan Smith from American Dad.
Yeah,
you are so right.
It really is.
What are you giving his red suit?
10.
Mr. Robot is the show that he's on. So
I give it a 6. I like it.
All red.
Oh, and him, I like that on him. Like I think it fits him. It kind of brings out his hair, and like I like it. It's cool.
Brings out his hair. It's black. What do you?
Because it's like a look for him. It's kind of like it's very subtle, and like I don't hate this.
Red
is establish what show he's on.
He's Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah,
explains the jaw.
No, it doesn't.
He's won a couple of Emmys. Actually, he won the Emmy this year for Best Actor in the TV drama.
Show?
Yeah, for Mr. Robot. Karima, what you giving it? Yeah, I know you like bold looks and you like color blocking, so this is all up your alley, right?
No, it's not. I love a monochromatic look, I swear, but this is too much. He is another one on the tampon train. What is going on? He looks like a panty liner. He gets a 0 from me.
What? Look at him. He is wearing the Comme des Garçons blood red. This is a 10. He's on theme.
Oh, Bill giving it a 10.
It's
He's
too
on
much.
theme. This man is on theme.
I don't care if he's on theme. It's too much.
It's the Met Gala. Now wait a minute. You just went off on the Migos for not doing enough, and he's on theme and did exactly what he's supposed to do. And that blood red, and you give him a 0. Nobody can win tonight.
I give him a 6.
That's not true. But he looks a mess.
Oh, God.
He looks great. I could do. He should take a little page out of Janet Jackson's book and just shave down that jawline a little bit. But he looks good. 10.
Ty?
Oh, I couldn't care less. I don't like it, so.
All right, moving on. Diddy and Cassie were also on the carpet as well. We're not going to talk about the beautiful dress that Cassie wore because you all know she looks great. But we're going to talk about this Luther Vandross inspired do up that Diddy decided to wear. This wrap.
It looks very sloppy. It looks like something that Andre Leon Talley.
Yes, I was about to say that. He looked like Andre Leon Talley.
Looks very sloppy.
He probably provided.
He looks great. He looks not good. I would give him a 2.
Any other grades?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a solid
across the board.
What'd you say, Ty?
Let's just go 2 all the way across the board and make
all across the board.
Karima, you don't like it?
Hell to no. I hate this. He gets a 0 from me. I hate when people with this much money and this much power and access come dressed like this. Like, why? I agree with Dex. It looks sloppy. It's too many layers for his fat ass. He looks a mess.
Screaming at this point.
I'm sorry, but I put this on my Insta stories and had a big X over him. I cannot believe he looks like this.
And then next to her, she looks great.
Is that on theme, Bill? Is that on theme?
I don't. If it was Luther Vandross night at Studio 54,
Your time at the Apollo.
All right, next up, Karima, you told me not to ask you about this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
What's going on here?
the thinking couch from Blue's Clues. That's what it is.
But isn't she? She will probably be on theme, but this looks stupid.
She actually is on theme. Yes,
but it looks dumb. So like.
Pharrell and his wife Helen, Ty, if you don't know who this is.
And Pharrell didn't even try it. Okay. You wore that yesterday to the grocery store.
You know they wore that yesterday to the grocery store.
I give them a 2, both of them.
Why are we giving 2s for people who obviously deserve 0s? Do we have to give them?
Because they showed up, they put something on. Like you got to give participation.
Like, this shoe, the shoe she has on looks like that boot Dex wore when he broke his foot.
When you broke your foot.
Karima, you giving it a 0?
You know it. I told you yesterday, don't hit me with this bull crap. They look a mess. First of all, her hair is a mess. It's sloppy in the back. It's not even bleached correctly if you look. Then, I don't know what she has on. It's not even, is it a costume?
Are her arms, like, can she move her arms?
I don't know, but it's not even made well. Look at the seams in the back. It's very sloppy showmanship.
Like,
she looks like Mr. Krabs.
Going on?
And he looks bad too. He looks better on the voice than he does right here. I don't get it. Like, is he trying to be Arthur?
Here's my question.
Looks like Arthur's trying to be cool. Like, I don't understand the sock, the shoe.
He just got under grease to play.
I'm just not understanding what he's doing. I hate the way his wife Helen dressed. Beautiful girl, very horrible fashion sense.
What makes me most angry is Chanel. Pharrell is currently the face of male Chanel. Like, you could have gotten anything.
Maybe that is Chanel.
Carl would have given you anything for this Met Gala, and you chose to walk up looking like a
maybe
member
that's what Carl
recommended. I think for Pharrell though, like he wanted to take a step back and not outshine her and let her get all the attention or whatever. But it's just that she was with a
it's impossible not to outshine her.
Could you imagine him looking good in a damn tux, a regular black tux, and standing next to that?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he wanted to like tone himself down because he knew she was doing.
No, he wanted to look stupid.
Here's my issue.
He saw that dress and he was
you let her walk out the house looking like that?
Hey,
like how is that conversation?
I mean, she just had triplets, remember? So he probably can't say much to her.
Yeah.
She's still thin. And like somebody should have not let her walk out looking like a couch cover.
Solange was also spotted.
Somebody should have let her not walk out looking like a couch cover. 0. Next.
She looks like a sleeping bag.
She looks like she's going camping and she has the new set that you don't have to that you can just wear around the whole forest.
She looks like Beyonce wasn't going to the Met Gala, so there was nobody that's going to give Solange any rags to wear. So, like, she had to go wear that. That's what it was.
Karima, I feel like this is something that you would appreciate.
No, she wouldn't.
Jason is trying it tonight.
This is the mess. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. This isn't even art to me. Like,
Urban Couture.
I don't understand why she has a sleeping bag attached to her. Is she planning on taking a nap?
That's homeless couture. That's a cape.
That's a cape.
Homeless couture.
That is not a cape. That is horrible.
Okay. Kendall was also there. We got a front angle and a back angle there for you.
Now she makes too much money to be walking around looking like Hank Hill from.
Does she?
She really does.
Look at that butt.
In the front, I don't have an issue with it, but the back of it just looks like very cheap. Like it looks like slutty in the back, but the front of it, like I can see it, like it looks fashionable. I get that, but the back of it, it looks tacky. Like I would give it a 2.
Do you like the thong choice, Karima?
No.
What thong? She's not wearing a thong. What is a thong goes in between the crack of your butt. She doesn't have a crack of her butt. Like, what do you mean thong? There's nothing there.
The crack of her butt. That was the top of her butt. Oh my goodness.
Yo, she has a serious vag wedgie.
And that's about it.
Do you see how high that thing is in the
Because there's no butt there.
Woo, her cooch is on fire.
It's crazy though, because like we really do say a lot about her sisters for like getting butt implants and stuff like that. So we
we understand and we thank you for doing so.
We talk so much trash about her sister and her moms. Getting, like,
What you?
Like,
No.
Which mom? Which mom?
I said as one of the plural.
Stop it right now. Stop it. Now you stop.
Last but not least, the queen of the Met Gala, none other than Rihanna.
Dirty clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, everybody was saying that she won the Met Gala this and the third, but I don't think so. I think this looks over. It just looks stupid to me.
Well, it's supposed
if we're talking about the theme,
yeah,
the Comme des Garçons.
Truly understood the theme. I get it that there's a theme, but like, can't you wear the theme and be like nice looking? Like, what if she didn't wear the top part of it and she only had the bottom? Wouldn't that still be like the theme? Like, she looks silly with all that crap on.
For me,
that's how it was designed.
She looks like
take that off.
A jar of potpourri.
A nice jar of potpourri, like a beautiful.
Y'all like that? Does it? Am I crazy? Because I feel like it's a
I don't like that, but I'm not.
I think she looks whimsical. I give it a 9.
Yeah, she does look whimsical. This would get a 10 from me.
Yeah, I think it's a nice look.
What? Karima, please help me. What is this?
A mess.
I like top bun.
It looks like when you go to get your clothes out of the dryer and you just put a whole bunch of them in your hand. She looks a mess.
Like, I'm only making one trip.
Okay, exactly. I'm gonna make this work. She looks a mess, a whole mess. I don't like the hair. I don't like the makeup. What is that watch? That watch looks like a G-Shock. She looks
so out of place.
Mess. Period. She gets a 2.
Oh
no!
And she's only getting that because I like the makeup. But she looks a horrid mess.
No, Rihanna looks
Will and I disagree.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Y'all saying that because she's beautiful and sexy, but y'all know that dress is a mess.
I'm saying that because she's right out of the collection. That's right out of the collection.
It doesn't make it okay.
It does. That's exactly what it makes it.
Oh my god! No, like you see the collection, you're like, okay, maybe I can make a variation of it, but I ain't wearing all that extra mess. Like,
no, the celebration this year was that collection. That was it. She did it.
You know what, Jason? All you wanted was a shade fest. You didn't give us anybody that looked nice.
I thought we agreed that Migos look nice, and
we didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
See, look, that's Jason again.
Like, you didn't show. Like, I think one of the best dress of the night was the girl from Gossip Girl. What is her name?
Who was that?
Exactly.
Oh yes, she killed it, didn't she?
That was like one of the best dresses of the night. Like, she looked like an ostrich / like unicorn. It was beautiful. Like, her the dress was amazing.
Oh, with that little feather on the bottom. That wasn't on Bill. That wasn't on theme.
Sure wasn't.
That was feathery and stuff like that. Ain't no feathers and Comme des Garçons.
You won't butcher the French like that.
I thought it was Chinese.
What?
The person who designed it was a Chinese person. It wasn't a French person.
They're not Chinese. They're Japanese. The designer, the creative director, but Comme des Garçons is French.
Okay.
Noted. Did you? I like Halle Berry. I thought Halle Berry looked good. Even though and Lala.
I like Giselle looked nice. I like Giselle Bunch.
Apparently, Lala had a ring on every finger except for her ring finger.
Did you see J Lo? They said she looked like Jennifer Lopez Clark, like one of the Clark sisters.
No, I didn't like what she had on, but it was very 1960 Valley of the Dolls.
Who, J Lo?
Yes, I didn't like it, but I didn't think it was horrible.
Yeah. Right.
They said she looked like them Clark sisters when they was on the cover of their first album. Is My Living in Vain?
You know what?
All right, time for 3 questions this week. Should Obama go on a poverty tour with money he gets from his speeches? That's the question. The reason I asked this question, he was rumored to be paid $400,000 for a speech at a banker's financial event, Cantor Fitzgerald. The fee is nearly double that was received by Hillary Clinton, who had hoped to succeed him as president, for speeches at Goldman Sachs, and indicates the scale of the potential earnings of Mr. Obama. Elizabeth Warren and a few other people had a problem with it. Elizabeth Warren saying, it wasn't on the Bill Maher show, but they both had comments, so I decided to put them together. But Elizabeth Warren said, the influence of dollars in this place, talking about Washington, is what scares me. I think it ultimately threatens democracy. Bill Maher said, you could say that when a guy is president, he's looking ahead to that $400,000 payday, and he's not going to get it if while he's president, he's going to do something to piss them off. Isn't the best thing to do is to take your $10 million book deal? Can't you live on that? Newsweek was also critical of Obama, posting this: Obama is living his post-presidential life like an elitist one-percenter. Van Jones, someone that we've all been able to rely on this past election cycle, decided to also agree, saying, I hope Obama will do a tour, go to Appalachia, go to Native American reservations where they're shoving these pipelines down their throats and they don't even have clean running water. Go to South Central, go to the Arizona border where you have a lot of poverty. If he would do a poverty tour, first from a moral point of view, it would be a great thing for him to do. Obama's spokesman spoke up on this, saying, with regard to this or any speech involving Wall Street sponsors, I'd just like to point out that in 2008, Obama raised more money from Wall Street than any candidate in history and still went on to successfully pass and implement the toughest reforms on Wall Street since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So guys, should Obama go on a poverty tour with money that he gets from his speeches? Bill, you ladies about to explode.
No, I'm very perturbed by that. Like the man
irritates me. Like who the hell do they think
like that pisses me off. Like, are you kidding me? No, what you should be upset about is that the president of the United States of America just defunded Let Girls Learn, and he's decided that he's going to go to Mar-a-Lago every single week and spend
$3 million a trip.
Golf. That's what you should be pissed off about. Not that the president, the former president of the United States of America, who successfully guided this country out of an economic crisis, lowered gas prices, and did things for tax reform. Like, he's done so many things. Universal health care. Like, you're upset that the man who's done all this work is finally getting to, like, if y'all don't go have a seat.
Well, I think the issue comes in more so because, like, when Barack Obama was running for president, he criticized Hillary Clinton for this same thing, for, like, you know, making these big speeches and getting money for it and stuff like that. And for me, like, it just seems like very hypocritical for you to turn around and do the same thing. One, and then also, I think a lot of people have,
but Hillary was also still in government when she was doing that. Like,
but also, and that's what I was going to get to. I also think, like, Barack Obama still has influence. Like, we talked about it last week. We were like, we don't need Barack Obama to speak out every time Donald Trump does something, because we know when he needs to speak out, he's going to. He still has political influence. Like, if he told a lot of us to jump right now, we would do that. Like, we still like him. People still want him to be the president. People still want him to be the president. So we'd be foolish to sit up and say that he doesn't have any political influence. And so for companies to pay
but he doesn't have decision-making power like Hillary Clinton.
So for companies to pay him that kind of money, like, they know what they're getting out of this. They know they're getting somebody that if they need to, they can call him, and he more than likely will go to bat for them. Like, they've scratched his back, and they're going to look for him to scratch their back. Like, nobody's giving away that much money just to give it away. They know exactly what they're doing. They're buying influence.
Karima.
I mean, I agree with what Will said or whatever. I think that, you know, we need to just let this man live his life pretty much. And I don't think it's anything wrong with what he's doing. I think that it's a shame to put all of that responsibility on him. Why can't other people who have money and make money and are still in office and still have political power do these same things, but yet we're expecting him to do these things? Do we ask our local government officials to do that in terms of, you know, helping out with the homeless and poverty rates and soup kitchens and education? We don't ask them to do those types of things. So why are we putting so much on him? It's like so much has constantly been put on this man's back. I just think it's unfair.
And Ty, do you have any comments? You kind of went off with Will.
This is a thing. Like, people who are former presidents go and make speeches and make lots of money for making appearances and speeches. This is not anything new. This is not a new phenomenon. They're only concerned about it because of who it is, and we know why. This is what these people do. Barack Obama is just the one who's not allowed to do it without being criticized. We want to focus on his $400,000 that he got paid, but we're not going to focus on the $3 million we wasted on Donald Trump's last trip. That's what we're more concerned about. I think that's stupid.
Bill, who do you think Ty's talking about when he says these people?
You already know who I think. Like, I have, like, you're like, don't go. I think he should do a poverty tour. If you're so concerned about the poverty tour, I haven't seen you over in Appalachia. I haven't seen you trying to stop that pipeline from being. His daughter was over there at the pipeline protesting. Van Jones, I didn't see you over there protesting no pipeline.
So Dex, do you think he should actually do the poverty tour? Or you just don't think I don't think people offer. If people offer him money, should he decline the money? Like,
I'm not saying he should decline the money, but I'm just saying, like, if it's a sum like that, I don't think he should take it. I would never say a person should do a poverty tour with the money. I just don't think that he should take that amount of money, knowing that he still has that political influence and knowing that these people are going to come to him for favors to do with the money.
What's he going to do?
I learned years ago.
Well, he still gets a stipend. It's not like he's going poor. He still gets money.
You don't think he can say no?
He's going to get money from his speeches. I mean, he worked hard. If I do something,
personally, I just say, like, I don't think he should take the money for it. I just think he should just turn this deal down and find other ways to make money, like this book deal he just signed. Like, do things like that, lucrative ways to make money. I don't think you need to be doing speeches that you've
every president does
to make money.
Every ex-president does it. It's like a perk of the job. Everybody knows it.
But everybody is not criticizing other people for doing it. He did.
He criticized while he was a candidate. Hillary Clinton was doing it while she was in government and while she was a candidate for the presidency of the United States, simultaneously campaigning against them. He was already out of office, had already instituted the laws against them, and then he's taking their money.
So I don't see what the issue is. Saying Obama can never again take a large amount of money because he has to be aware that people are going to try to use it.
For a speech.
For anything. Why does it have to be a speech?
No, it's not for anything, because I just said he should take the money for the book. I said he shouldn't take the money for these speeches.
So you don't think George Bush has been taking money?
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Like, whatever.
I mean, George Bush didn't criticize anybody else for doing it, but also I feel like if you're a president and you have influence, you should not be doing that. Even if it's George Bush, Bill Clinton, anybody.
Like,
if you have the influence, you should not be taking money from people. I don't understand why there's such a hard concept.
The point here is like,
you're making it a hard concept.
No, I'm not making anything. I said what I have to say.
It's hard because you're making it seem like this guy can't earn money doing what he wants to do because you're afraid he can't say no, or it looks bad because he might not be able to say no.
I'm afraid
he was the most powerful man in the world, making the toughest decisions in the world. You think he can't turn somebody down if someone asks him to do something that he doesn't want to do?
We don't know that. We don't know what's going to be asked of him.
One of the reasons his speaking abilities are one of the reasons he got where he got today. So we just want to retire those.
People have called him the greatest president in history.
Like, we want to retire that skill and not make any money.
You can do speeches all day long. You can do speeches. You just don't have to get paid for it. That's what I'm saying.
Why would I do that for free? Why am I laboring for free?
If that's something that you really wanted to do, why do you have to get paid for it?
Why can't I be paid? Why are you crazy? Are you crazy? You go to the station every day for free. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Next. That's been clocked. Next.
Would you take a VIP trip to the Fyre Fest for free? If you haven't heard about the Fyre Fest, it was billed as an immersive music festival. All these models decided to sign up for the advertisement of it. There you can see Kendall Jenner right there, somewhere in there, and Bella Hadid. It's a bunch of people. It's a festival that takes place in Fire Clay and the Exumas, a string of islands in the Bahamas. It was billed by saying a private plane will fly ticket holders from Miami to this private island where they'll spend the next 48 hours enjoying concerts, art, food, snorkeling, yachts, jet skis, yoga, sea bobbing, and more. The packages for this event started at $1,500, which covered the flight from Miami to the Bahamas, ticketed admission, meals, and hospitality. Some of the accommodations included the retreat, which was a room with 2 beds. You must be the same sex.
You read that wrong. Read that again. That's important.
What?
With
accommodation. include 2 twin beds.
That's very important. I'm not spending $1,500 for no twin bed.
That's including the flight and admission and tickets and food. The duo with 2 tickets and 2 twin beds and elevated amenities, the nest with 2 tickets and a queen bed, something like that. You can get a lodge or whatever for $9,000 that holds 8 people and 4 king beds as well. But that doesn't really matter because none of this stuff ever happened. People started flying down there, and someone posted this on Twitter saying, "So this is what happened. They flew us in at 5:30. It was pouring rain. The co-owner met everyone and said they're taking us to breakfast and everything's on him today. They wouldn't give us our bags, so my group got a local to take us to where they hide the bags, and we booked an Airbnb. For everyone not lucky like us, they got free breakfast and were taken to the beach to hang until tents were ready. Everyone is still there with no bags. They checked, and they ran out of food, and they said our tents still aren't ready." Someone else posted this picture from the plane saying, "Guys, I'm on the plane to Firefest, and there's a couple breaking up because Ja Rule might have scammed them out of $7,500. Below that is a picture of the campground that was set up for visitors when they got there. It looks like an emergency tent and a ball pit. Apparently, they told people that the ball pit is available for an extra hour since the stuff wasn't ready, so they allowed them to stay in a ball pit a little bit longer." The conditions were so poor that all flights carrying attendees from Miami to the Bahamas were canceled. In addition to inclement weather, ticket holders, some of whom spent upwards of $4,000 to attend the festival, whose lineup initially included the Migos, Pusha T, Disclosure, and Major Lazer. They arrived to find grounds that were completely unfinished without enough tents, food, and alcohol and water for 2 weeks. Blink 182 was also a headliner of this event for some reason, and they ended up canceling as well.
Naturally, he's
97.
A picture of the concierge stand is here, and there was no one there. Ja Rule decided to tweet because he heard all of the commotion and said, "We're working right now on getting everyone on the island safe. That is my immediate concern. I will make a statement soon. I am heartbroken at this moment. My partners and I wanted this to be an amazing event. It was not a scam, as everyone is reporting. I don't know how everything went so wrong, but I'm working to make it right by making sure everyone is refunded. I truly apologize, as this is not my fault, but I'm taking responsibility. I'm deeply sorry to everyone who was inconvenienced by this."
Inconvenient.
Here are pictures of some of the people trapped in various places on the island. And this is a picture of the lockers, that the secure lockers that they were promised. They said they forgot to tell us that they needed locks to go with those lockers. So yeah, he says a complete mess. And this is the dinner that they were served, that gourmet dinner.
No way.
Bill is dying. That is 2 slices of bread, a slice of cheese, and a nice green salad.
It's 2 slices of cheese.
2 slices of cheese, sorry. 1 slice for each piece of the bread.
Hey,
look at
this bread. What is
with no dressing. Like, that's the worst part of the meal. There's no dressing for my salad.
Yo, and it's in the styrofoam. Like, look at this.
You might as well just put that salad on that bread in between the cheese and just make yourself a sandwich.
You out there feeding them rich
There's no human
bologna sandwiches.
Everything could have gone that way.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Like, you scam those people. Like, there's no way everything went wrong like that. That is your fault, and you did scam those people.
This is what they have on their website.
I'm not reading all that.
Yeah, we're not reading all of this. But they basically said they tried to build a city in a year, basically. They set up water and waste management and tried to charter 737
planes. You couldn't do it, you shouldn't have done it.
The team was overwhelmed. The airport was jam-packed, but they couldn't handle the load. And the wind from the rough weather took down half of the tents in the morning. That's why they were still setting up tents when people arrived. They said that, people needed a place to sleep, and they tried to build as many tents and beds as fast as possible, but as more guests arrived, they were simply in over their heads. Ultimately, they didn't think security could keep up, so they had to postpone the festival. All festival goers this year will be refunded in full.
This year? Not getting another year.
Anybody stupid enough to do that again deserves what they get.
They deserve a bologna sandwich. That's what they deserve.
They said that all guests from this year will have free VIP passes to next year's festival.
Question. Why would I go there for free?
Would you take a VIP trip?
Why would I go there for what? VIP? You think I get a little roach bologna with my sandwich?
Bill is dying.
You know, it's crazy. When I first read about this, I was like, first I looked at it, I was like, clearly Ja Rule had nothing to do with this. It's not his fault. But then I noticed Pepsi was a part of this, aka Kendall Jenner. Anytime she's a part of something, it's messed up. That's the problem. Don't have Kendall Jenner representing nothing because she
had a rough week,
messed up her father's life. She messed up her Met Gala. She messed up the Fire Fest. She messed up Pepsi. This girl is a walking cancer. Keep her away from everything.
Wow.
Do y'all understand how funny this is to me? Like, this is a complete joke. Like, this is a joke because why would you be going to the Bahamas in like April, May, early May? It's monsoon season. It's like hurricane season. Like, what are you doing?
They want to see the Migos and Ja Rule and
right. Like,
no, they weren't even confirmed. Like, they're just going. That's like when them promoters come to you with like them little 3x5 cars and like, yo, meet me at Onyx next weekend because Jay-Z gonna be there. No, he's not. Like, no, he's not. Nobody confirmed that these people are going to be there. Ja Rule called him like, yo, I need your name real quick. They was like, oh yeah, go ahead. And slapped them names on a flyer. He never confirmed a thing. It's monsoon season. Nobody looked at the weather. They all deserve they all got what they deserve. Because you going somewhere, you look at the weather like, it's gonna be raining this weekend. All right, nobody looked at their weather app. Because if they did, they'd be like, I'm not going. It's a hurricane right now.
Karima, would you go for free VIP? You get VIP treatment this time.
Like,
it's going to be better. They're not going to make it worse.
Festival, so no.
You get a free lock with your locker?
I don't do outdoor festivals. I don't do outdoor stuff. Sorry.
Are you bougie now?
That's not bougie. That's just like being natural and kind of common sense. Like, I don't even go. Like, I'm going to Made in America this year because I have to for work. But generally, I don't do anything outdoor festival wise because I'm from Philadelphia. I mean, I live in Philadelphia. People shoot when it comes to outdoor festival. I don't got time for that. No,
people not going to shoot in the Bahamas.
I will be in the house.
Okay.
I just don't like people that much. So.
All right, Todd, would you go? I'm sure you would. Free. It's free. It's a honeymoon.
No.
There ain't no damn honeymoon if y'all sleeping in two separate twin beds.
Like, we're sleeping in twin beds.
Y'all can't share a salad with no dressing.
Hey, why they have nothing but bread? That bread must have been there from last year.
That was clearly a Wayward Pines like social experiment, trying to get them all under a glass bubble, like, and see who kills each other all first. That's what
I don't even know Nicole, but I know she wouldn't go to that shit.
And then look, it's only like rich people too, so they was trying to get them on that island to kill them or something.
Kill them all.
They're trying to kill off the 1%.
You think it was a setup?
You know it was a setup.
How could it not be?
You know what? I don't even think it was a setup. And I'm saying that because before I got on this call, I was on a call with one of my friends, and she's trying to do an event. Long story short, she was 30 minutes late on the call, and people were asking her a lot of questions that she was not prepared to answer. And most of us who she's asked to help her with this told her, like, for an event of this magnitude, you need to have time to prepare to plan this. And I think with people with events, they underestimate how much work it needs to actually be done to pull off a successful event, especially of this magnitude.
A 3-day festival.
They were just trying to make it right and save face, and it didn't work out like that. And unfortunately, you know, that all the money that they got, they're going to be sued.
But I mean, if you don't have water running on an island, you know, like,
well, they probably
people need more than a refund. Like, you wasted time. People flying out
like,
there.
you knew that wasn't gonna go down. Like that.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at things that people think that they could get away with at events. Like, seriously.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, they won't think about like little stuff like extra toilet paper. Hello, this is a women's event. Do you know how much we pay? Like, they don't think about stuff like that. So like, you'll have people it'll be 1 hour left, and you have 80 women and no toilet paper.
Meanwhile, Ja Rule was tweeting his apology from New York.
Right. Like it's like, yo, You telling me that you've been trying to build a city for 1 year, and the best you did was get them little raggedy portable lockers and them tents out there?
Everything else blew away. Everything else blew away.
It wasn't their sign of city building. Like, it wasn't no
There
sign
was nothing
of
there. There was no foundation there. And it's not true. They weren't doing anything. They just did that last week.
Did it. It was like, y'all, is raining.
Like, we can do this in a week, and that's what happened. They tried to do it in a week, and it didn't happen.
Do you believe the Katy Perry rumors?
Yes, she is JonBenet Ramsey. Yes.
No, she's not JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh.
She was on Facebook Live or Twitter Live or something. She was live somewhere, and she was reading comments, and she said, "Someone says I miss your old black hair." Oh, really? Do you miss Barack Obama as well?
Girl.
Okay. Times change. Bye. See you guys later. Love you. And people hated it. People was on Twitter saying Katy Perry joke was very tasteless. What does black hair have to do with Barack Obama? Just bad. Someone else said, not Katy Perry pretending to be woke activist and making an insensitive joke comparing her hair to Obama. Lastly, someone said, wow, Katy Perry, the reference to the former President Obama was offensive and a poor and tasteless attempt at humor. Your privilege is showing. But there were people who came to Katy's defense as well, saying Katy Perry meant she wants Obama back and can't have him, same way people want her black hair and won't get it back. Christ, people, overreacting. But that was not the end of it, because someone decided to dig up some tweets from a producer named Mano who used to work with Katy Perry, saying back in 2013, saying, I wish y'all could have been there when Katy Perry referred to me as a nigga, ironically in Paris. Y'all know she says it regularly, right? Katy Perry's uncomfortable with me calling her a nigga. Oddly, I wasn't. And he decided to speak back on those last couple of days when people brought them back up, saying, y'all really are effing delusional. I was in Paris in a club with Holt, IBN playing Pat, and Virgil was DJing. Katy was dancing on my cuz Holt. This was the day before Ye's fashion show, talking about Kanye. When she was juking my cuz, she started calling us her niggas, and we asked her to stop a few times. She couldn't understand why, and we had to explain to her that it wasn't endearing and it was really offensive. Seriously, I have no personal vendetta with her. Why would I make that up? I tweeted in 2013. Katy also showed up to the Met Gala wearing this ensemble as well. And what was crazy about this ensemble is that people uncovered that it was by John Galliano, who is, did I say it wrong?
This is actually Maison Margiela she's wearing.
Yeah, but John Galliano, they said, designed this piece. So they said, so Katy Perry decided it was a good idea to wear clothing from an anti-Semite. Classy.
Oh, please. You just want to be a part.
Katy Perry wearing an anti-Semitic designer. Not a great week for her. And TMZ also tweeted, Katy Perry rocks ugly outfit by Jew-bashing designer.
Oh, no. That's anything.
That's what you don't believe the Katy Perry?
The wars with black people and Katy Perry. I'm sorry, but no, come on. Like, African Americans can be upset with her. I don't think anybody else who tries to get upset with her right now is seriously reaching. And the only reason I think, going back to the tweet where the person defended Katy Perry, that bothers me because Katy didn't say anything. Katy didn't defend herself. She didn't apologize for it. She didn't acknowledge it. She put the video up there. I maybe deleted it. I don't know if she deleted it or not. And then that was it. Like, she never said anything about it. So Wally, whatever your last name is, you need to relax, because you're defending someone who refused to defend them to defend their damn self. And for the other person, the producer Mano, we still don't care. Like, it's still like, okay, like, she called you you fixed the issue. That's it. Like, you don't need to come back out and tweet about it. Like, we're about to make you hot over the situation. No, like, she needs to speak out and let us know what's going on with her. And that's the end of it.
Rima.
I don't think she's going to speak out. I mean, I don't think that what she did on the surface level was racist. I just think it was dumb for her to say, because what is the correlation? You know, when the person tried to explain it to me, it seemed a little far-fetched. I think it was stupid. But I mean, like, look, I mean, aren't most of them racist? Like, I mean, is this really a surprise? Like, I mean, I don't understand why people are acting surprised. And as far as the producer, I mean, I think him saying what he said, you know, was valid. But I mean, like, when people do stuff like this, I just don't understand why we're surprised in this day and age with all that's happening.
With Katie though, like for me personally, like I like her and I do feel like this. Again, I agree that I don't think it's racist at all, but it was a little shocking to me to hear this coming from her because this is one of the same people who consistently like preaches about like rights for other people. Like she's worn like Barack Obama costumes, she's campaigned for him. Like this was actually shocking, like seeing this come from her. Like I just didn't expect it like this come
right, but I mean, it's like the person said, her privilege is showing. Like this is the stuff they do when no one's around, when no one's looking. Yeah, they call us niggas. They say all types of insensitive things, and not saying that we don't as well. Because yes, do we say certain things about people of other races? We all do. It's the culture of America. I just don't understand why we as Black people or we as supporters of an artist are like surprised. I don't see why that's happening in 2017.
All right, understood. Sorry, I was laughing at something. Picture that. I just thought it was funny. Time for Q&A. Kareem, are you staying for Q&A?
Yes, I will stay for Q&A.
All right, excellent. Time for Q&A. Ty, I didn't send you the questions this week because I never send you the questions, right?
And if I don't ask for them, I don't get them. So it's like I just forgot to ask for them this week. Actually, I was pretty busy today.
Is this new? Is this new? The segment? I don't remember this.
Q&A is not new, but the way that we do it may be a little new. We pick 2 out of the 4. So based on the person, place, and thing, we try to pick the 2 most.
You haven't been watching us. You don't know about this whole thing.
I'm normally like low key sleep or like knee deep in bra orders at this time of night. So I'm sorry. No, I don't. But I will from now on.
You better, especially if you want to be on.
Oh.
Ta.
So, Jay, which one do you? I don't have any idea which one I think is best now. So
you guys just pick off the top. So we got person.
Let's let Karima pick one.
All right. The first one we have person is a family. The thing is a relationship with an ex. The second one, person is a boyfriend. The thing is politics. Third one, the person is a sister. The place is a sweet 16. The thing is coming out. And the last one, the person is a boyfriend. The place is a family photo. And the thing is validity. I think the best two are probably
part of the family, so we'll cut that one.
I think the last 2 are probably the 2 best ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
Do you guys want to see what happens when the sister came out at someone's Sweet 16 party?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm all for a little drama.
All right. Is it my screen or like it?
Can you not see?
It's like so blurry.
Can anyone else see?
No, mine is clear.
Yeah, mine is clear too.
Oh.
It's your internet, Ty. Surprise.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
don't have Comcast, but it's been acting a little crazy lately. My little sister's Sweet 16 party is coming up, and she wants to do a candle ceremony to honor the important people in her life, including her girlfriend, Tiana. The problem is that my sister has not come out to about half the party guests, mostly relatives, and is worried about their reaction. She also doesn't want the party to turn into some big announcement about her sexuality. My first instinct was to suggest that she simply refrain from mentioning the nature of her relationship with Tiana. But I don't want her to feel like she has to hide who she is. Any suggestions?
Yikes, don't do it.
Like, don't do it.
That's a bad idea.
Absolutely do it and film it.
No, I mean, that's just kind of stupid to me. Like if you don't want it to turn into a production or a thing, you don't want to make this your big grand announcement, then just don't do it at that time. Like, I don't understand the issue there.
Right.
I don't think that's I mean, I guess she doesn't want to feel like she has to tell her sister to hide who she is, but you can't expect to drop that on somebody, especially your family who has no idea.
Right. Like, you
that's
can't
happening
have your
and then not expect to talk about it.
Like, you can't want to do this and not want a big reaction at the same time when you haven't discussed it with anyone. How about you try to just hurry up and tell people before the party happens?
Get your gifts first.
I mean, I don't find it necessary to honor anyone at your Sweet 16? Like, why can't you just not do that?
16-year-old people, like, they want to be different. They done promposals and stuff like that. They want to be over the top with their partner. Let her do a little candlelight honoring.
I just think that I just don't think that that's the best time to do it because it is going to ruin the party. Like, and it's going to ruin the party. So, I mean, it's just not the time for it. I don't think any family is understanding enough for something like that to happen and it not at least ruin that party. I'm not saying they're not going to accept her later, but I think at least that party will be ruined. And I don't think that you want to do that because from what I hear, Sweet 16 is important to girls. Any
suggestions, Karima, for little sister?
Well, I agree with them. I don't think it's the time or the place to do it, especially in such a grand, way. And I also think that, the memories of it will only be that. It will become about that. It won't be about her Sweet 16. It will be, referred to as like her coming out party, which I think, she probably doesn't want, to do at all. So definitely, if it were me, I would not do it that way. No, absolutely not.
All right, second question.
What?
I said there's always 17. Just do it at that party.
17 is not as important. Is this up? Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey guys, so glad you are here to help me. I value your that's so nice.
So lies.
Week after week. So as we all know, Mother's Day is coming up. I'm one of 6 siblings and we all live away from our parents. I'm currently with my boyfriend of 4 going on 5 years. My boyfriend, Matt, has a great relationship with my parents. I don't know about you all, but our family does not take pictures. We have no family portraits and it has bothered me for years. Finally, I got my siblings to agree to taking a photo of, for Mother's Day this year. My mom lives down south and all of my siblings are coming together for a few days. So we are going to take the photo then. Here's the issue. When I told my siblings Matt and I would be camera ready, my sister says, Maddie? I find that funny. Maddie is not invited to our photo shoot. First off, she better be Kardashian fine to dismiss Matt from the photo. Yes, that was shade. After talking with her more, she explained that Matt wasn't technically a part of the family because we weren't married. We will get married in the future, but right now our focus is our careers. Do you think Matt should not be a part of the family photo because we aren't married yet?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I'm with your sister.
Hell yeah.
Can I ask a question with her? Because I'm actually dealing with this exact situation right now.
Are you?
Yeah, for Mother's Day, we're taking a Mother's Day photo for my mom, and my sister is married, and she wants her husband to be in the picture, and I'm like, no, because he's not a part. He's a part of the family.
They're already married though.
They're married.
Yeah, he's a part of the family, but he's not one of the siblings. I just don't want him in the photograph. I have no issues with the guy, but I just would prefer it to be like us and not have him there.
Take 2 pictures, one with just the
sibling, but I mean,
including him.
I don't think he needs to be in the vicinity at all. It's a family.
You're just going off. You just don't like him.
I like him.
I don't think you do. I think you think you, but that's not possible.
You know how I look at it? At the end of the day, I look at it like this. Next year, my sister is still going to be my sister. This man might not be her husband next year. You never know. But you have a picture of this man hanging up in your parents' house.
But they're supposed to be because they're married. So
yeah, but if they're not, here's
the problem. If y'all lie to God, ain't nothing off limits. Y'all out here lying to God and all that kind of stuff.
But does anybody understand what I'm saying though? What if it doesn't work out and the guy's not there anymore?
We don't think that you're being appropriate. No.
So I'm wrong here.
I mean, I can understand with a boyfriend because there's no commitment level there, but someone who's married, that's a completely different thing.
And in the family picture,
Yeah, I mean, who else? That's your family. What are you talking about?
Like William suggested, I do think it's appropriate for you to take one with just the children and take another one with him in it. Just
maybe
to
a different time.
Ease your pain, but I think that you are being ridiculous. I think that he has every right to be in the picture. He married into your family, and
Dex, you're gonna have to deal with him. Like, he's part of your family. Like, I don't
mind dealing with him, but does he have to be on the picture?
This is your official brother.
So if you have a wife, you don't think she deserves to be in the family picture, in the family photograph?
No, Dex will put his wife in it.
Her and our children, but not like in my picture of my
If you have an extended
to me, that's like weird. Huh?
If you have an extended family portrait that you all are taking, you don't feel like your wife? What?
Now that Dex is...
Don't post this clip either, because...
to be honest with you, I kind of thought about it. Like, if I'm doing a picture, like, of my mom and siblings, maybe I wouldn't have Nicole in there.
Yeah, but if it's your mom's siblings, all their kids.
So, no, what I'm saying is, like, so you want one with just the siblings, then do that. Take one, like, this is just the siblings, but then here's the family portrait.
That he is the family. So yeah, Dex. So you do have to do 2 photos.
Dex doesn't want him in any pictures.
Yeah, but that's inappropriate.
For me, I just wanted it to be like a siblings picture, but I do understand where you guys are coming from. And I reluctantly have my there this weekend, taking a picture with him in there, and I'll be smiling, but I won't be happy.
Back to our viewer, anyway.
You be Kardashian fine in that picture.
Back to our viewer. I think your sister is rude, but she's correct.
Right.
And Matt can be there for moral support, but I don't think that until Matt decides that he can put a ring. And I'm not saying that he has to marry you now, but you don't know if he is. Like, I don't see why people do this. I'm focusing on my career right now. I think I'm one of the most career-focused people there could possibly be, given that I'm so... No, I'm kidding. But I just feel like you can do both. And so if you really wanted to get married, you could do both. Be career-focused and get married. But until Matt decides to take that step, or you guys, Matt can hang around outside of the photo for a while. I think your sister's correct.
And hold on to the purse.
And do like little goofy things in the background to make people laugh, because everybody's not photogenic, so you have to make them laugh in order to catch those really good candid pictures. And I think Matt would be good for that.
But Matt, have you ever go out with something like this and then just been glad that you look back on it and you did not have pictures with this person with your family?
Yeah.
No, because I guess my family is kind of similar to hers. We don't have like formal family photos at all. I don't know why, we just don't. And so I understand where the sister is coming from completely. I agree with, all of you, with the exception of Dex. Just because I feel like, you're right. You don't know if this person is going to be, in your life long term, and it's going to be weird as, heck to look back at that picture and then it's like, oh darn, so-and-so's, in the picture. That doesn't make sense to me. But just to go piggyback off of what Ty said, Ty, you have to understand that you are an exception to the rule when it comes to men. Like, I hate to say it, but most men that are career driven either cannot or do not want to do both. They don't want to be in a committed relationship and do career stuff at the same time. It's like one or the other. Like, I'll wait until I feel as though I can really take care of her before I'm going to do that, or I want to get all this playtime out of the way before I actually commit to somebody. But it's very rare to find a man who is like, okay, yeah, I'll do both. It's very, very rare.
Amen.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that because I don't have any other evidence besides myself. I just don't like. I didn't find it like to be like, because when I'm at work, like, I'm working hard and I'm at work, and when I'm not at work, I'm not at work. I have other things I could be doing, and those other things, is a relationship. And when you're like trying to build your career, like, you work long hours sometimes, but it's like not that serious. Like, you're like, I'm coming home late today. because I'm working long hours, and then that's that. I didn't find it.
That's understanding.
Exactly. That takes a lot of trust and stuff.
Right, because but that's two driven people who know that you got to put long hours and things. So it's not that you can't do both. I guess it's like you can't do both with a person who is not also driven. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes for her, same thing. I have class late. See you. You know, I guess it's like a matter of the type of people you are. It was easy for me, but I guess, you know.
Dex, do you have a BS report?
I do.
All right. Well, that was Q&A. Send us your questions, brotalklive.com. Head up to the top where it says questions, and you can fill out that form and get them to us, and we will read them for you each and every week. It's now time for Dex's BS report.
All right, I'll be really quickly today because I know it's almost bedtime. Hillary Clinton is actually making news right now. Hillary believes that if the election was held on October 27th, she would be the president. She felt like she was winning. She thought she was doing an amazing job. She knows that she did have some shortcomings, but she said, hey, like the only reason I lost is because of the WikiLeaks stuff. And hey, if we would have had the election a little bit earlier, I'd be your new president.
She probably would be.
In sad news, in Idaho, there is a large number of suicides that are taking place, and our hearts and prayers are going out to those people who are dealing with this situation in Idaho. What's going on is a bunch of deer are actually leaping off of buildings, and I mean leaping off of like tall areas into traffic to kill themselves. And you know, medical investigators are trying to figure out exactly what's going on here, and then it turns out they're determining that the deers are actually depressed, so they're killing themselves. And in final news, if you guys are ever around anybody who is paying for hookers, make sure they're not a priest. There was a priest who was actually knocked out recently by a so-called pimp because
we found out why?
Is that why?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dex's BS report for the week.
Hold on. So what happened?
Found out why he punched him. That's why
he wasn't paying for the service. Allegedly, he wasn't paying for the services of one of his employees.
Are you serious?
I knew it was something shady. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, you did.
Like Dex is just making this something. Dex, are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I got from my sources.
What sources? Our group chat doesn't count as your source.
And of all of us, if anybody had a credible source, it would be me.
Okay. So he punched the priest out because the priest wasn't paying for his services.
I still think it was an inappropriate time. Like, couldn't he have punched him some other time?
No, he wanted to make a statement.
Like, do not punch me in the middle.
He
don't punch me in the middle of mass. I don't care what I did.
That was for the neighborhood. That just wasn't for the priest. That
was for the culture. He wanted it to be known.
Yep.
Anytime, any place, I'm a backhand smack. You don't play with my money.
They said he showed up 45 minutes early to the service.
Yes,
that was too much. It was too much.
They said he was sitting there waiting for the pastor to come. The priest came, and he came up there, took his little position while he was about to speak, and he walked up there and he handled his business. But I thought maybe he gave the girl a pillar.
It's always a pillar of the community doing some shady stuff. I knew it was something.
A pillar.
Remember that last pillar of the community was slashing people's tires at night?
Slashing them up.
Do we have
and then out here looking for the slasher. If you don't go sit down.
Do we have any seats? I don't. But does anyone else have a seat to give tonight?
Actually, yes, I do. I have 2 seats. The first seat needs to be to this pollen because it has tried to murder me.
It is wearing people out. Like, people are coming with their eyes swollen. I'm like, you guys look terrible. Oh my goodness, people look awful.
Let me tell you something.
My students are coming, eyes are all like swollen and red. I'm like, people look terrible.
I have scarfed down 1 Z-Pack pill, 2 Claritins, a Benadryl, and some Flonase. Okay,
high as hell.
All the while,
you need to get you a good Zyrtec D. That's just way too much.
All the while huffing on this asthma pump because I've been assaulted every day this week, like every single day, every day. My second seat,
your eyes might be swollen too.
They're bloodshot red. Like they're dry as a sand pit. Like I feel like there's just like glass blowing in my eye every day, and there's nothing I can do. Like I took the first Claritin pill, and I didn't just see Claritin because I popped this pill and I feel like it broke down on the inside. So I took like another Claritin to send it down there for like roadside assistance, and nothing worked. I'm like, what's happening down here? Like, what do I need to send another one down there? Like, it's
Don't
saying one every
like
24 hours. I took three and a half of them.
We don't want to find. Hope we're not going to find you in a tub sometime soon.
You know we are. He took too much damn Claritin. You better not go to sleep tonight. He ain't gonna wake up.
Listen, hold on a second, cause I got me another.
He might show all his drugs on air.
You only got one left. That's enough.
And that's a problem. But come on here. Come on, gotta do it. He'll make a way.
Pills and potions.
You're like Future at this point. Like, you're just taking pills.
Molly Percocets. These sinuses has got to go.
Mask off. Okay.
It's been wearing me out.
Karima, do you have a seat or anything you want to get?
Not really.
Not at all, quiet. Dex, Ty?
Yeah, I don't want to do this because I know it might ruffle a few feathers, but whatever. I need to give a seat to R&B singer Beyonce because
here we go. For Dex, for Ty, for Karima, for Bill. This has been another edition of Blue Talk. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, look, Beyonce just announced that she's releasing a box set of her of her CD Lemonade. It's supposed to be like a box set that comes like a coffee table book that has a bunch of unseen photos and maybe some poems and stuff like that. And it's gonna be yellow. Beyonce wants you guys to pay $300 for this. Beyonce,
if you want
it. Nobody's paying $300 for some never before seen pictures from songs.
Oh, people will pay it. People will pay it.
I don't think she expects this. I think she tries things to like see what would happen because there's no way she like seriously
thought. Try that seat and look at the picture book while she's sitting down. That's right.
For a specific group of people who have money to spend, and it's not for everybody. But if you do have money to waste and you would like to waste it on Beyonce, she's providing you something to waste your money on.
This would be defended. I knew it, and I told myself like they're better people. They won't defend this, but you're doing it.
I'm not.
You're like Donald Trump supporter.
If she's offering,
you're seriously Sean Spicer at this point.
She's putting it out there. She's not saying people go buy this now. She's just saying, here it is. If you would like to purchase this, and if you have $300 to purchase this box set with my exclusive pictures and stuff like that, Kim Kardashian did it. I might as well do it and raise the price.
Kim Kardashian sold that book for $20.
And Kim Kardashian didn't have a CD attached.
Here's my issue with your seat. Because when Creflo Dollar asked his church for that Learjet, you were supporting him all for it. Now Beyonce is trying to fund her scholarship, and you got an issue with that?
Yeah, and don't get me started on the scholarship that's given to select schools too. But like, what you know what? Let's just move on because.
But you want her to give it to every school?
I think everybody should be available to apply for it. I don't think we should. I mean, come on. Especially when it comes to HBCUs, like you pick those ones that everybody like always hand picks. Like, what about the other HBCUs out there? But you know what? I don't want to get on that soapbox. I've had a great week.
All right. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, and for Karima, this has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Please like, subscribe, and comment on our show posts. And you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you every Tuesday at 10 p.m.